Yay! Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for coming and welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a cool Saturday afternoon here in Connecticut 6B. And why is it that I get everything ready and then the last minute I look around, it's like, oh, I didn't bring my water. But we're here, we're here, we're here. And I will. Hey, sis, my Renaissance grandma. Thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Getting cold in our neck of the woods. I've been seeing you out there, seeing you out there. I hope all is well. I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone because why? Because then I can see the chat because you guys can see stuff way before. Oh, wait, do I have my. I've got my notification that I'm live. Okay, so, child, don't get old. When you get old, you start talking to yourself. And get older. Older. So, I am trying to pull up and see what is going on. It is well with my soul. Oh, so there's an ad. So maybe I'll get Bedazzling Designs. Thanks for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Sis, my Renaissance grandma, thank you. She says, grab your water. It's just sus. Well, I have two D replacements. I'll say hello and welcome everyone in a second. Mr. Hershey wanted to come up and say hello. He knows when I go live. Hey, Sissy Joanne Stevens, Juanita Campbell. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you here for the replay, thank you. I want to thank the moderators. I want to thank the subscribers. And of course, the friends and family club members. Psalm 146. Good God's glorious evening, Auntie Ellen and everyone from the proverbial bushes. That's okay. Tell Bean Pie I said hello. I thought about you the other day. I was looking for some fabric. They say when you've been sewing for a long time, if you want some new fabric, go through your stash. Well, I don't have a big stash, allegedly. Allegedly, I don't have a big one. Oh, my hair is all fuzzy, buzzy. I've been working, y'all. Working, working, working. But I was looking for a particular piece of fabric, some animal prints, and I saw some sunflower fabric. It wasn't a big piece, just a small one. But I like sunflowers to put in things to brighten them up. Mike, 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 thanks for coming and thanks for watching the ads. I had not been turning them on. I would like to get some money for postage or something on the channel. So today is basically going to be a show and tell day. I'm on Restream today and they've done something different with, oh, I see what's going on with the setup. Sometimes I go on Restream, sometimes I go on StreamYard. I don't make enough money a month to be paying for those $49, $50 a month. So I do what I do and I live off the fat of the land. Maria Graham, thank you for coming. I do have to go to the post office this week because I have so many little things to send out, a couple of big things. I'm looking because I'm so excited to show you all what I have done in the last 2 weeks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, how's the weather where you guys are? put in the chat the state that you're watching from, because Connecticut's going back down in the 40s tonight. This will not be a really long one. This won't be a really long live because I'm going to see mom tomorrow and I've got a bunch of cooking to do. Of course, I will be bringing her favorite liver and onions tomorrow, but I'm also going to saute some eggplant, zucchini, make a little something something, and try to get some vegetables in her. She likes veggies, but she likes hers cooked to death. Hey, Miss Joyce one. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. Donzel Cooper, welcome. All my friends and family is coming in. Blue Lotus. If there's anyone I didn't see to say hello to, I know that the moderators will say hello and hopefully tell me that I didn't see somebody or somebody said hello. So I I see Mike, Arizona, 92 degrees. That's just rude and disrespectful. Mike said Minnesota 7B. Let me look on my phone because when I start pushing buttons, Mike, Marie Graham says, South Carolina, it's raining today. You guys need to send some of that rain to Connecticut. I had to go out and water my garden yesterday so that it could last until Monday. It's not much stuff in there. It's not much stuff in there, but I do have perennials in there and some seeds and lots of herbs. I'm getting down to the bare minimum, and I'm not planting a fall garden this fall because I'm tired of the squirrels. I haven't seen rabbits, the chipmunks, the groundhogs, the deer. I've just had enough. I have just had enough of them, and I have so much artwork that I have to get done. So, who well, it's 7:35. Oh, Blue Lotus, I did not know you were in Virginia. All these years we've been friends. But for some reason, I wasn't getting any notifications for you until the other day when Be Dazzling went live. I watch y'all every second, every second, every second. I was sewing, I was pedaling as fast as I can. How many of you are working on something creatively in the studio today? I want to encourage, when I say the studio, the area where you do your creative work. My whole apartment is my studio. I got stuff poked everywhere, but I have one dedicated area. I don't actually go in there because things are piled neatly from the floor to the ceiling. But I have this comfy chair that I like to sit in. I shouldn't be using my pillows, but you know what? This is my joint and I do what I want to do. When I moved out of my house in North Carolina, there were so many things. I couldn't. Oh, Maria Graham says, my garden looks great. You guys, I have for the first time in my life gifted, I had a gifted start from Yankee System. I knew she gave me geraniums. She usually does. But these were pure white geraniums. They look like hydrangeas. Yes, push the like button, you guys. Appreciate you because I am going to show you some exciting creations. I, 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 I've been in finishing mode, right? Finishing a lot of things, but like this one would only take a couple of hours to finish hand stitching it down after all this 20 years of work on her. But I had some orders to get out the door, and they're getting out the door. So go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's 10 minutes. I can't wait anymore. Sam said the only thing she did was add coconut flakes into the pineapple cake mix. That'll work. Oh, what do you call that? A pina colada cake you're making. The analytic gardener is in her bushes. Hey, Deidre. Thank you for coming and welcome. Maria Graham is working on her own jean quilt. I don't have a jean quilt, but I have a memory quilt with pants on it. And some of you who have been following me know that it was a memory quilt made with my dad's old pants and shirts, and then a few flannels that I bought to make it big enough to fit to fit across me. I hate when I have a blanket or something and my little tushy is sticking out, or I turn over and my back is cold because the wind is coming up it. So I added a row of denim and old shirts. I've got stacks of jeans over here, half deboned, and I have several videos on deboning. If anybody needs any help or assistance deboning, we can go on a Zoom or something and do something, because why? I have some jeans that I need to debone. I don't even have, I don't even, I haven't put together enough blocks for myself. I don't own a hobo bag. I don't own, um, what is it? Any bags. As soon as I finish, they go out the door. So let's go, team. I'm going to show you the first bag that's finished. And this is an XL. I'm going to put this down. You don't have to see my face. So I don't have to hold my arms up. So this one is totally finished. I want you to see the detail on it. So, the, excuse me, Hershey. This one, the owner wanted a button. So she has this really nice button. I like the juxtaposition of the way the button, the lines go up and down. And there are so many different kinds of animal print. Since this bag had animal print, and this person loves orange. So this is real calf leather, you guys. Orange calf leather. I have to say, my sister Joanne gifted it to me. So it has calf leather on the handles, front and back. These are handmade handles that I made myself out of the same fabric as the bag. You can see when I put the pocket on the front, I moved the pocket around so that you could see, she could actually see, it's not an optical illusion where the pocket starts. Miss Joy's one is saying hello to everybody. So here's the front. Here's the back. And as I was saying, there are so many different kinds of animal print. So I want to show you the care that I take into designing my bags, knowing that there are so many kinds of animal print. She chose this, but I want you to see inside is a pocket, a big pocket made out of the same fabric as the outside. And as a popper, she likes the things that I like, things that are not matchy matchy. So I had this fabric from another project and I put this down. My sister Joanne Stevens says she loves this bag. My granddaughter, my two great granddaughters, my mom, they all have this bag. And I put a little handmade label inside, but I want you to see when it opens up how oops, how big it is. This is a big bag. And I've only made two bags with out of this piece of double-sided, double quilted fabric. And Those of you who look, I even put a little piece of orange leather on the back of this one. Each one is different. Each one is different. So here's animal print. The inside was different. So this bag will actually hold as much as a 24-inch. Oh, my Renaissance grandma likes animal print like I do, like leopard and whatnot. She and I and my mother probably have the biggest collection of animal print clothes of anybody you know. My mother even has big hats with animal print. Just you name it. I should have probably put on something. I put this purple on today, and I'm like, of all the days, of all the colors, but I love purple, and I was being comfy. So, oh, I left a pin in here. That's a cardinal sin. I'm not even gonna put it on my table. Those of you who sew, never put a straight pin on your cutting board. You know, things happen. Things happen. So, in between, I tuck this in this way, but this is a very, very, very large bag, XL. So the person who commissioned this bag will probably come in late, but later. I don't mean late. There's no late. You get here when you get here. And I will take a thumb shot of 3 bags. I said that there's a show and tell. So I'm so excited. Oh, you like this top, Michael? Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. So, Amina, Amina is now finished. Amina is now finished. And since I plan on keeping her myself, I just put some lightweight webbing. I'm not able to. Miss Joy says, "Hey, family, let's not forget to hit the like button." I know 90% of the people come and watch, but they don't hit the like button. So, this bag, as you see, as you will see, is I have a little tie on it, first of all, but I put French seams, thick French seams inside. Why? So that this bag stands up by itself. I know that I'm not going to be putting her on the floor because the fabric is too light. I don't even know why I have this light behind fabric. No, I didn't say that, Mother. She's going to tell me tomorrow when I see her. So, this is one of my original patterns. And what I like is when I walk around, her earring shakes. Somebody asked me why I made green lips. I made green lips for a popper. I see girls with blue hair, blue lips, other things. So I just wanted to make her different. The purple on the bottom for her neck was actually a piece of scrap. Maria Graham said she came out beautiful. Oh, look at what else I did on here. I didn't like the way I put this binding on. It was very difficult when I went to put the leather trim on this. It was very difficult because it was a big round thing on her. But this is silver leather, real calf leather in the corner. Real calf leather. And then the tie. Oh, let me show you the inside. This is yet a different animal print. The bottom is yet a different animal print. So I was going to put some other fabric, but then I said I'll just deck her out with all different animal prints. Why? Just to be different. Just to be different. So, moving right along, and me, when I'm in a car doing anything, shopping, I hate for my bag to turn over. So I just put a little tie, and I will have my wallet in here sometimes. Sometimes I will have my smartphone. Mona did what? How you doing? Mona's the bag lady. Miss Joy says, Auntie, don't you agree? At least you can speak with you when you come in people's house. Body, bone, blue raised arms. Yes. I always speak, even if I can't speak individually. Mona did what, and some of her friends, and discourse. Yeah, I can't even get on there because I'm usually watching on TV, trying to sew in the back. So yeah, this one has silver leather trim. And those of you who sell your work, those of you, whatever, the dollars are in the details. Remember that. The dollars are in the details. It's what you do. It's what you do in the details that people want. They don't want something that that looks like they got it from the, you know, that you paid $1.25 for something that's handmade. Everyone is speaking. And so this is a bag that I plan to keep myself, except I'll tell you something funny. I Every time I do a bag or something, I'll make one special one and say, "Well, I'm keeping this one for myself because I don't have one of my own bags." Actually, I do have a couple of old ones. Mona says she loves this bag. Mona, if you want this pattern, I can send it to you, and you can make her face however you want. You can make her hair however you want. You can make her clothes however you want, you guys. You don't have to make it exactly alike. Unbiased LLC and Crafty Leo made one. After Unbiased made hers, she's putting hers on canvas. As a matter of fact, hers is much more detailed. I just did a silhouette with them because I wanted to do something with them. Those bad girls never let old people hang out with them at night. I guess I go to bed too early, so they weren't doing any hanging out. You can put her face on any angle you want. I just put different colors in her gale, which is a head wrap, and then I wanted to have fun with animal print. I know y'all see it over there. So this is, I don't make much applique. Mona, this was I don't either. That's why I wanted to keep this one. LGGG love. Thanks for coming and welcome. That's why I wanted to keep this one. I have a few applique, and of course, I can applique on my embroidery machine. I just have to have enough room to take it out and leave it out while I am working on fabric and different projects that have to be sewn. And I still have to live in here. I have a helper that works here 3 days a week. We have to be able to walk by each other. I have a small kitchen. It's not actually that small, but it's the way I have it set up. And the other day we were going by, I always let her know when I'm walking in back of her there. I had a small apartment one time when I was in graduate school, and my daughter came there and she said, Mom, this is a one butt kitchen. Every time she would every time she would come by me, we would bump butts. So now, without further ado, a couple of weeks ago in Miss Joy's live stream, I think it was Miss Joy's, or one live stream later on, Bedazzling was in the chat, and she commissioned a bag. Well, she told me several times to tell her how much it would be. I had a roundabout figure in my head, but your fee when you're making something depends on your time and your materials. And you need to make a little bit of profit, a little bit. But That being said, quilters, people that are crafters, that charge $20, $25 an hour. You end up spending much more time on some of these pieces. This applique bag, oh yeah, this is what Roscoe said. Do I have lipstick on? He said, oh, did Sissy say she's going to sell that bag? So Joanne said, yes. So he said, I know Sissy. Sissy says she dances for dollars. Somebody give her the right price for that bag. That bag is gone along with the rest of them. He is so right. He is so right. But there has to be a minimum that I charge, or I plan to keep it. It's like you sell a house. You can't give your house away. You can't give your work away. So look, you guys, this is Bedazzling Designs new bag. It's a medium size. Look what I did. Look what I did, sweetie pie. She picked out the animal print that she wanted. Then I said, well, I don't want it to be too dark on the black double-sided double quilted fabric. So I put her a little heart. I love hearts. Look at you. Look at you bedazzling. Then this is a handmade, custom made strap. It's made out of double quilted fabric. You love that bag, Miss Joyce. Oh, now I do have more of these fabrics. I will not make another one exactly like this one. No two bags I ever make are alike. And I've been making bags a really, really long time. My sister Joanne has the big XL duffel bag that no, I don't even have one of those. I thought I did, but I made myself a duffel bag, but I never made a hobo bag for myself. So this bag is not complete. Why? Because I didn't put the leather. That's one of my signature trademarks on my bags. I almost always trim them in leather. When do I not trim them in leather? It depends on the budget. If someone tells me they want one of my bags, for example, I had someone commission a bag for a Christmas giveaway, and they told me what the budget was. So I made the bag to fit in the budget. I didn't put extra leather on it. Why? Leather's expensive, but the time that it takes you to cut the leather out, to put it on, I put it on with a little dab of glue to sew it around neatly 4 times. This one will have something else, but I'll show you. So, bedazzling, darling, I want you to see inside her bag. This is yet another animal print on her bag. So, here's one, two animal prints, the gold handle, this new cheetah print. Inside, she has a pocket, and a handmade label. And then in the bottom, she has a reinforced, this I put needlepoint plastic in. It's double. I didn't put batting on it. Why? Because the bag is the bag is quilted. So I have this in so that it has a nice firm bottom. Now, let's vote, you all, but Bedazzling will decide what she wants, how she wants me to finish this bag. So, when I'm sewing, when I cut 2.5 inch strips, I always cut more than I need. Why? Because when I'm working on a project or something comes up, like this one did, actually, I was supposed to do it last week, but I had promised Crafty and Unbiased that we would do this collage, this applique bag. So that took longer than I expected because, it's like when you're cooking, those of you who cook, I don't just slap my food together. Yes, sometimes I cook fast, but if it's not done, I'm not giving somebody raw food. It could be a baked potato if the potato is not finished. I'm not. It's finished when it's finished. I shoot for a certain time, and it's usually ahead of time. But I'm not messing up my food, my design, my bag. But now we're going to do something fun. So this was the original binding that I took out, and I was going to put a rolled binding on here, like I did on Miss Amina, but I I put this darker one on her because the fabric is so light, right? And I know I'll be handling the edges. And of course people are going to want to look at it if I keep it. So I did not use this binding, but guess what? I have a binding ready already. I have, when I cut 2.5 inch scraps or like jelly rolls, because that's what each of these were. It takes a lot of fabric to do this. This was this was a 5 inch strip of fabric by the width of the fabric, and which was 42 inches. Then I folded it in half, and I folded it in half again. Then I stitched down both sides. That takes time. Plus, this is not cheap fabric. That's not cheap fabric. I do the best that I can do, my best. Now, what is this? This is a bunch of strips that I made. Why? I can use them for lanyards, or I can use them for key fobs, or I can use them for ties. I was actually going to on Miss Amina. That's what I'm calling this bag. I was actually going to put this for a tie on her. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to be tying that thing. It's going to get dirty. So I didn't use it. But now, Bedazzling Designs, she can have this for a tie, or she can have the original ones that I made for her bag in the fabric she originally selected, which would be this one. So the light one is number one, this one is number two, and I have another one that will be number three to choose from. I want you all to put whether you like one, two, or three. I haven't shown you three yet, but of course it's her bag, and she will text me what she wants me to do to finish it up. Mona did what was saying hi, Bedazzling Designs. You said that this is your bag. This is your bag. So as a popper in her bag, I showed you the inside pocket, the big inside pocket. Well, look what I did. I made her a super bright bottom. So when she puts her stuff in, it will be cute. It's going to be cute, cute, cute. So first, we're going to decide what color tie you want. So let's, everybody in here, do like tie number, where are they? Ties number one, this light one, tie number two, or now that you see the inside, that bright orange, or how about this? I know which one I would pick. How about this one? Another animal print, an orange, orange tiger print that can go on here just to be different. So you guys vote on which ones you like. Of course, it's Bedazzling's design. Number one, dun, 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 dun. Number two, or the brown one, or number three, the orange print. I just want to see which ones you like. Number two, that's the one I originally cut out for it. Number two, Okay, bedazzling, darling. It's your bag. Which one? So I can finish it. Name the choice. It doesn't matter. I'll let her decide. And she can tell me which one she wants. I'm just curious to see how you guys. Hey, Nikki, the other day, everyday life of an OCD ish chick. You're on the road but listening. So, Nikki, Nick, you go back to the beginning. Go back to the beginning and see the three bags. The three bags. They're all finished. They're all finished, Nikki, Nick. Big Bang Hang choose. That's funny. Let's go for bedazzling says, "Oh, she likes two. That's the one that I made for the bag. And when you chose your fabric, that's the one I took out. That's the one. That's the way I like it. Uh-huh, uh-huh." So, I have so many stuck on here. Just a minute. Uno momento, por favor. So, one, two. They're tied together. Now we have to pick the trim. So I have some calf liver. Oh my gosh. Some cow leather. I've got calf liver on my mind, but I'm actually making my mother chicken livers and onions tomorrow to take to her. That was her poking me like, "Don't forget my chicken livers." We'll be talking in the middle of a sentence and I'll be running my mouth when I get to see her. "Did you bring my chicken livers?" "Yes, mother. I always keep my word." So now, uh where did I put it? Let me see. So I'm going to put leather trim on here. I'm going to put either. Where's the bag? Did it fall? I have so much stuff out, you guys. Oh, here it is. So now let's pick the leather. Okay. This leather is so soft. So we can put orange, orange leather on the trim. Mind you, Auntie Ellen's Design Studio. Hey, Deborah Garrett. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. She said, "What's the name of my bags?" I'll tell you a story. We had a family reunion in Charlotte, North Carolina one year, and the porter put my bags in the room, and I had a duffel bag, a tote, and something else out of the same fabric, but it was this fabric, but on the other side, right? And the the porter said, "Oh, very nice. Vera Bradley bags." I said, "No, sweetie. Those are Penny Pankey bags." So that's my nickname, Penny and Pankey. But there's another Penny Pankey, and she's an artist. There's another Ellen Pankey. So I did like Ralph Lauren, and I've been putting a middle name in like Penny Ellen Pankey, but I will decide. So this is what this bag is going to look like. Let me. So we have orange. I know you can't see my face, but that's okay. Oh, that was another little secret surprise for her. We can have orange. And you see how I have this whole bag of leathers already cut? When I have them on the cutting board, I just cut a bunch of it. I cut a bunch of it. So There's tan, or I have a little bit of that silver leather that we can put the trim on. And then this bag is done. It's done. It's done. And I'll tell you, you guys, it's very difficult sewing on black fabric with black thread. So that's why you don't see me sewing at the sewing machine right now, because it's getting dark. I actually am going to plug in my hydroponics so that it's brighter in here in the evenings. So here's number 1, orange, or number 2, brown leather, or number 3, silver. So, Dawn Stewart, thank you for coming and welcome, 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 welcome. Why? Because good friends become family, and family is everything. I want you guys to see the method I go through when I'm designing bags. I don't just grab the first tote that I have that I pull out, and I try to make it so that it's something that's pleasing, something that I would want to rock. So number 1, orange, number 2, brown, or silver. Let's vote. Number 2, Mike says number 2. Maria Graham says number 2. Oh, you voting, Miss Joy? I'm just trying to see what you're like. Darth X said number 4, purple. They know. I'm not sure I have any more purple leather. I may. I have a little bit of stuff around, or it can be dyed. Hey, Darth, how are you doing? Are you gonna get that sewing machine out? Blue Lotus says 2. Dawn Stewart, everybody speaking. So when Bedazzling tells me which one she likes, that's what we will do. That's what we will do. For those of you who are content creators, put a put a put exclamation mark GQUAT in the chat and drop your link so that we can keep up. Dawn Stewart, I'm not sure if you are a content creator. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So look how fine and soft this leather is, which is good because I broke a needle sewing through 12 layers the other day, and then 13, 14 with the leather. Bedazzling Designs. Bedazzling Designs, which leather trim do you want with your, so here's your bag. Which leather trim do you want on it? The orange, the brown, or the silver? I know I'm not holding it very well. So, Bedazzling. Thank you for dropping your links, you guys. Hello, Dawn Stewart. Pink hand waving. So, which one? Let's help Bedazzling Designs get her bag finished, because it can go in the mail on not Monday but Tuesday. Tuesday, because I've got to get this big bag packaged up as well. And so this is a bag show and tell. Bedazzling Designs is the brown one. All right, all right, all right. So let me take 4. of these out of the bag. So those of you who, yes, yes, thank you, Maria Graham. She said two. I can see it on my phone, but not on the MacBook. Oh, that thing drives me crazy. So I'm putting the orange back. I only had a little bit of the silver cut, so I'll put that in a silver bag. Plus, I didn't want the silver to get all beaten up. Sissy, you know I'm not good at polishing silver. So let's get hers. And she waited so patiently while I was working on other things, including this big XL bag. That's a big one. Auntie Joanne has one that size. So what am I rattling over here? I am. Miss Joyce says I don't mind sharing subscribers. No, you know what? Can't nobody take what's for me. I don't care if it's a man. I don't. They might. We might share sometimes. One never knows. Do one, but you can't take them. Can't take them. You can't get them. They're not gonna leave me. They're not gonna leave me. And if they do, they were never mine. Life is too short. Life is too short. So I'm getting your other pieces of leather. That one might be black. No, this one is a very dark brown. I guess that was for another project. But like I said, when I'm cutting, I'm cutting. Some days I spend all day cutting. Sometimes there, when I was legally blind, sometimes I would spend all week cutting. All week cutting. So we got you all together. Speak that truth you are. That's right, Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce. I like people sharing. I like to share. I like to share. Until I think somebody's trying to the trying to play me. Now I'm kind, but I'm not weak. Oh, did I mention I have PTSD? Did I mention I have been to anger management? Maybe more than once. I'm not that one. I am not the one. But I'm kind. I am not weak. Trust and believe. You don't want this. You don't want it. So, Miss Joyce, I hear you. I hear you. You have to let me know which bag and when, because I still have, there's enough money and people for everybody and everything. I actually I actually am retired. I don't want to have to work. I enjoy coming on. You guys keep me motivated. You guys have me telling funny stories. I'm writing a memoir, inch by inch. And sometimes when I tell you stories or you ask me a question, I remember something that happened when I was growing up, especially that Mona did what? Mona is always doing what? She is like me. Mona. She is she is a bundle of laughs. So I've got this, and you know what I like about this leather? It's kind of has a little gloss to it. So it's going to look nice on this black fabric. I'm not going to sew it tonight because it's dark time out. And it's small. It's difficult. So the brown is going to go on here with the gold. Oh, girlfriend, your bag is hooked up. I hope you're happy with it, Bedazzling. And you guys, has been asking me about my price all week, but I don't make things that people aren't going to like. And you know what? I don't make a lot of stuff because you appreciate me for being me. Yes, for better, for worse. And then you know what? Let me say this too, because sometimes feelings get hurt. on when you're saying things. Sometimes you're talking, you don't even know what you're saying. Sometimes, or like I'll say a word, like I said chicken livers when I was trying to say calf leather. What the heck? But I never come on in public to insult, offend, or hurt anybody. That's not just me. And if I do, put on your big boy drawers, your big girl drawers, ask me, say, why did you say that? What did you mean by that? Because trust and believe, I tell the truth. I'm not a kissy, kiss up friend. If you ask me how something looks and I'm like, it sucks, that's not a nice way to say it, but it is the truth. It is the truth. You know, I've already worked for a living. Luckily, I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot now, for many reasons, because of health, other things, but I have everything that I need. And the things that I want, I can work for, I can save up for, I can get them. I can get them. But I'm not going to do just anything at any time just to make a dollar. She said, send her invoice. I will. I will. But you also asked me for something else. So to save postage, the other things that you wanted were in one of these totes in back of me, in back of this, and I will get it out. If I have two of them, you'll be able to get one of them. Okay, so is anybody camera ready? Do you have anything that you're working on that you would, okay, let me see, that you would like to show? Hold on 1 minute. Hold on. Command C. I haven't done this in a long time. Hold on just 1 minute. Command V. I'm going to drop my link. And if anybody comes up acting a fool, my moderators will poof you into darkness and you'll be banned for life because I don't play that. So there's my link if somebody would like to come up. Every once in a while somebody will surprise me and come up and show me something they're working on. So these are the bags that Auntie Ellen, some penny Pankey bags that I've done this week. And I'm proud of this black one. And I'm proud of all of them. I am proud of all of them because I tried to make something that I would like. Then if nobody buys it, I get to keep one. But somebody always buys them, and that's how it is. But when you're a quilter, you have lots of fabric, lots of combinations. So you end up not just doing one thing. And I never make two exactly alike. I will be dazzling. But you see, I dance for dollars, but I'm not a hustler, baby. But we have a meeting of the mind. Okay, so when I finish my live stream, you guys, Mike is saying that Dolores is on. I plan to be on for an hour, or most of you have more than one device. You can look at more than one channel. Miss Joy said she has 3 quilts that I'm finishing up. Miss Joy, you want to see something ridiculous? Ridiculous? You see where that 30-quart canning bowl is up there? Well, it's a 30-quart stainless steel bowl that I use for canning. I need to go get something and make some chow chow. Blue Lotus says, you're loving it. Thanks for being me. I am me, for better or for worse. My sister Joanne says she saw a bumper sticker that reminds her of her big sister, and it said, "Heaven doesn't want me, and hell is afraid I'll take over." And it's about right. When I was younger, people used to tell my dad, "Oh, Penny's cute. Penny's this. Penny's that. You better be careful. Somebody might try to take her." My mother looked at him and said, "Hey, you take that one. I promise you, you'll bring her back. You will bring her back. They will bring me back." Some of you know my very first job. Oh, I was showing you this. Miss Joy, those one, two, three, four hampers up there are filled to the top with finished quilt tops. I have quilt tops on the chairs waiting to be finished. That little elephant up there is an art quilt that I want to thread paint. That other little star block up there is something I'm going to finish. Oh, I don't know, Mike, if she's on tonight. I know she usually does wrestling later on. Oh, that's a beautiful block up there, Miss Joy. Yes, it's an orphan block. I don't know why I even started it. Thank you, but I will probably make a table. I could always put borders on it, but I have enough quilts. I have enough quilts started. But so I'll probably finish it and make a table runner or something like for Christmas or something to to um to put pots on. I prefer cotton batting because that's just me. I like cotton. I don't like a lot of synthetic stuff. I'm not microwaving a lot of polyester stuff, nuking it so that I'm getting fumes of poly, dye, crowing. This, no, that's glass. I don't even know where I got that word. Probably from my sister Joanne. But that's what I am doing right now. Three quilts is a blessing. Glad to see you tearing those quilts up, Miss Joy. You getting to the down to the wire on the community quilt project for Christmas. Yes, and you know, in my fundraising days, Miss Joy, I'm not telling you what to do, but many of you are quilting or doing other things. The way to make the most money on raffle quilts is to print booklets of tickets or maybe just strips of paper, and like maybe you get three chances for you. Maybe one ticket is $5, two tickets is whatever, three tickets for $10, or five for 25. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Joy. You're welcome. You can use them for the community quilt or yourself. I know they're your colors. That's why I sent them to you. You can use them for anything that you want, that you want. And that's why I didn't do more, because I don't have time to take my embroidery machine out. I think it was April, maybe February. Maybe February. Mona could probably tell you when I bought it. I finally took my Cutie Breeze out of the box. It's halfway assembled. I have not even put it together yet. Oh, to help with StreamYard? Oh no, Dolores isn't on, but thank you for asking, Mike. I get it. That's what I get for reading half the sentence. So I'm just keeping it simple these days. And for nothing, but Dolores, I don't have money. We barter. We barter and do things, but when I need help, I know that I can get it and I can go to her, but I'm not going to have her sitting up here week after week helping me for free, and nobody should be. I know a lot of people ask Dolores for help, and she's kind hearted, but don't take advantage of anyone, of anyone, of anyone. So, yeah, yeah. Now, I might trade you an $800 quilt for X amount of work. I may, I may, or something substantial, not a quilt block, not a fabric postcard, not something, not a table runner, but I do giveaways. I give those away. It costs me more to mail something, not to mention my time. So a lot of times I'll just do a $5 cash app. Why? Because it's it's more economical, but I do this for the joy of sharing, the art of creating something, of the love of giving somebody a part of yourself. That's why I do it. Mona said, movie night with kid." All right. Good night, Mona. Thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll be in y'all's bushes. Don't worry. Don't worry. So now I think that does it anybody have any questions about the method or how I put the parts of my bags together, or even the time that I take? Because a lot of times when people buy things, they're considering how much time you took to sew it. They don't count in the time that you took to go purchase the fabric if you have to purchase it, the time that you spent ironing it, the time that you spent starching it, the time that you spent cutting it, the time that you spent recutting it, the time that you spent laying it out. All that is your time. All that is your time. And, you know, you do what you do, I do what I do, and I try to be fair. And when I do sell something, I try to sell it for a fair price. And trust and believe, I don't charge. I don't charge for all of my time. It's part of my love. It's part of sharing my love. And I'm proud when somebody asks me for some of my artwork. So, did anybody have any questions? You measuring twice and cutting once? Exactly. Or if you're cutting, if I have my fabric ironed on the ironing board and I lay it on the cutting board, I always cut something extra. I cut a lot of 5-inch swaths so that I can make charm squares. I cut a lot of 6.5-inch blocks. Who was it? Oh, Bedazzling, one of my favorite quilts, and I'll have to share some of them with you. We were talking earlier. I love cutting 6.5-inch blocks because when I put those together in half square triangles, when I put them together in many of it's too far over there. I can show you, but in some of my other live streams, I've shown how to put half square triangles together in different designs. And that's my favorite quilt. I have made whole quilts out of just half square triangles by making, and it makes a 12-inch block. So the price of starch, we can't find starch. Oh, and that best press, I used to buy it by the gallon. I haven't bought any lately, but I do have some. I do have some. Or when you used to get coupons for different stores and a half price, that's when I would buy that. But that best press was like $25 for a little spray bottle like this. But also, once you spray it and you starch it and you press it, I have fabrics that have been ironed for 10 years. I sent some to Unbiased. She said, "Nene, these are still iron." Yep, because I'll put them in a bag. I don't like to iron at all. At all. At all. So, if nobody had any questions, and thank you for helping us vote and decide. Looking at my work, my art, this is wearable art. When they have quilt shows, I often put some of my quilts in, some of my jackets, things that I've made, and you can too. You can too. Can you make your own starch if you boil some taters. I've heard that you can boil cornstarch. Psalm 146. You know, the regular cornstarch that you cook with? I've heard. I've heard. But I don't know. So I ain't one to gossip. So you ain't heard that one from me. Okay, so mother, egoamote in Latin means I love you guys. And in American Sign Language, this is an I, this is an L, this is a U. This is how you say I love you in American Sign Language. But hold on, you guys, maybe I can do my outro.